today to interview you about smoking. But before that, we want to ask a few questions about yourself.
Sure.
First, what's your profession?
I'm a nurse educator by profession.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Have you tried smoking?
No, never tried, never will.
Okay, first interview question. What do you know about smoking?
Well, smoking basically is a stimulant, or cigarette is a stimulant. It makes you feel good about yourself sometimes, your peers. But technically speaking, smoke or the cigarette, it's a stimulant that makes your blood vessels go constrict, and it affects the respiratory system. So it causes constriction and it causes addiction at the same time.
What is the effect of nicotine?
Nicotine is a component of smoking or the cigarette that makes a person smoking, who is smoking, um, develop difficulty stopping it because nicotine is the substance in the cigarette which is addictive. Okay, so you cannot say to a person that you should stop smoking and tell the person to stop smoking immediately because there's nicotine. The nicotine is the part of the cigarette that makes it hard for the person smoking um, have difficulty stopping it. So when you say stop smoking, it should be you lessen your times or the number of sticks you smoke until you completely stop it. So it's like it's a tapered thing. You don't do it in a span of a minute or a second. So it should be slowly but surely rather than abruptly.
Next question is, how does smoking affect the pregnant woman and the baby?
Well, cigarette contains nicotine and tar. Tar is a product that causes cancer. At the same time, it's called a teratogen. A teratogen is a substance that causes abnormality among fetuses and it causes problems to pregnant women that might cause eclampsia or preeclampsia, which is also known as hypertension in pregnancy. So the pregnant woman might develop complications during her pregnancy, and for the baby or for the fetus might develop abnormalities or mental retardation.
Short or long-term effects of smoking?
Well, short-term effects wise, psychologically it makes you feel good, right? That's why people do. But actually, in the long term, it causes um, lung cancer number one. Smoking is the number one cause of lung cancer. As also it causes um, blood blood vessel disorders such as Raynaud's phenomenon and Berger's disease, wherein the blood vessels get inflamed, and then the blood circulation decreases. So those are the short and long term effects. But basically, the most dreaded effect of smoking is lung cancer, and laryngeal cancer. Yeah, that's it.
What are the chances that smoking would kill you?
Well, basically, smoking causes, as I mentioned a while ago, smoking causes cancer. One of the leading causes of cancer caused by smoking is lung cancer and laryngeal cancer. So if you develop the stage 4 cancer, which is the terminal stage cancer, well, you would die, right? So probably when you develop cancer or COPD first, and then you develop cancer, and then you go to stage 4 cancer, then there is a very high probability that you might die. And there's this saying that for every 5 minutes, or for every stick that you smoke, it decreases 5 minutes of your life. Okay.
What is nicotine replacement for you?
Well, have you seen in the malls there are stalls selling electronic smoking or electronic, what do you call that? Electronic cigarettes. It's like a replacement of that instead of um, the actual cigarette, which which has several hundreds of chemicals, that electronic cigarette only has nicotine. So nicotine is the substance that you want in the cigarette. It makes you feel good. It makes you dependent on it. So when you have nicotine instead of the actual cigarette, it's the same effect without the other chemicals. So technically, it's a lot better than the actual cigarette.
If the smoking would be banned in the Philippines, what would be the outcome?
Well, just like Singapore, it would be very number one, decrease in air pollution. And number two, it's good for the health for the Filipinos. Like, there wouldn't be any more first-hand smoking, second-hand smoking, or third-hand smoking. What is first-hand smoking? You are the one smoking. Second-hand smoking is you're smoking and I can smell or I can inhale the smoke that you're smoking. And the third-hand smoker is, for example, babies. I'm a second-hand smoker or I'm a first-hand smoker, then I get exposed to children who are not smoking, they can smell my clothes. So that's third-hand smoke. So all of those will be eliminated. So that's good, right?
Yeah.
Healthier Philippines.
And can smoking cessation help a chronic smoker?
Of course. You know, in healthcare, we believe in primary, secondary, and tertiary healthcare. Primary means prevention and promotion. Secondary means curative, and third is tertiary, also known as rehabilitation. The first is the most important because prevention is a lot better than treatment. Before anything bad happens, you need to promote your health and prevent illness. And by stopping smoking, you already prevent forthcoming illnesses that's caused by the cigarette.
Good afternoon, sir. And next question is, why does the government allow smoking in our country even if it is dangerous to our health?
Actually, it's not a question of health. It's a question of economy, right? Because our country needs finances, and one of the ways that we get income is through the taxes that we get from companies such as cigarette companies and stuff like that. So it's not actually an issue of health, but more of an issue of economy. So maybe that's that simple statement is the answer to the question.
Last question, what words of wisdom can you give to the smokers?
Well, 3 words: dare, care, and share. Number 1, dare. Dare to care for yourself. So by daring not to smoke, you improve yourself. Care. Caring for other people. Because when you smoke, you affect other people. It's not just you that's affected by smoking, right? You get 70% of the smoking, and the other people gets 100%. Now who's the loser? And the third one is dare, care, and share. Share the knowledge that smoking is bad. Smoking is dangerous for your health. Therefore, share what you know so people would know what to do.
Thank you, sir, for your time and pleasure to meet you.
Yeah. See.
Hi, girl, you just caught my eye. Thought I should give it a try and get your name and your number.